Hello, Fifi. How are you doing? We are creating this right now. We're going to be doing this. President Trump. How are you doing today, Mark? I'm doing pretty awesome. Let's see if I can get this out of the shot. I don't really want that in the shot. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so anyway, today we are going to be creating these jewelry bottles. It's called Fairy Dust Bottle Jewelry. I got this at the Dollar General. It was $5, or at the Family Dollar, rather. Got this at the Family Dollar. It was $5. And it's for ages 6 and up. It shows it's got little trinkets here, little angels. But more likely I won't use the angels. So we'll go on ahead and open this up and see what the contents are. Yeah. It seems to me like everybody's having the problem. Or at least anybody who notifies me telling me that they didn't get notification. It's sad. I had a good talk with the creator Exploring with CF. His name is Kylie. And they're taking off view time and subs. And like, he's monetized. But he is on the verge of being demonetized because he's losing views. And that's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. I don't know what that is down there in the bottom. There's something. A cork. A cork. Okay, one of the bottles lost its cork. It's a cute cork, so I'll leave that cork out. Alright. So here are the little jewels. Really? Absolutely, I agree. It needs to be fixed. I mean, what's the use of hitting that bell if you're not going to be notified? Okay, so like these are the little supposed fairies, which they look more like this one looks more like an angel and this one looks like a cupid. And then this one just looks like a dancer. I'll show these up close here. That one looks like a dancer. That one looks more like an angel. Okay, here. And this one looks more like a cupid. And they're supposed to be fairies, but I don't see any fairy in them. And then, like, we've got our bottles here. I'll try to get that out. I do hope that the corks stay better in here than what they are presently. So, like, we've got a cylinder. Got a good cylinder right here. And then we've got two heart shapes. The heart shapes would be earrings. Mitchell, how you doing, baby? Yeah, I've actually been keeping up. And it's a shame what they're running him through. But I'm looking that he's going to get in. I'm looking that he's going to get the final vote in. And all this shenanigan that's been pulled against him will be for naught. So anyway, that's what these are. I'll tell you one thing, I would not trust wearing these as earrings. Those corks come out and you've got a mess on your clothes. I'll have to make sure the corks are on really good. Yeah, buddy, as it happens, YouTube is apparently cutting off people's notifications and not even giving them out, even though I've been giving them. I have done a whole lot of videos and I'm not getting any viewers, and it's because nobody is getting their notifications. Oh, it's okay. I mean, no, we're not going to be talking politics, but that's okay. We can make mention of Kavanaugh. That's fine. We'll just not make it a main topic. So we've got our sands and we've got our little beads. These beads are cute. I love those beads. So we've got green and pink and blue. And then we've got pink, yellow, and blue sand. And here's our chains, what we would be making, what we'd be using for the jewelry. Looks like I'd have to have crimpers. I'll see about that. My crimpers are my teeth. Absolutely, me too. Me too. Now, I don't know what this cloth is for. I have no clue what the cloth is for. Oh, okay. This cloth is, it's the cloth that you use to catch the sand and beads if you waste any. Okay, I know. I got that now. Which makes sense. You gotta pour it into the little mouth of the vials. Okay. The beads might not be as easy. The sand more than likely will be, though. And this is the instructions, which is relatively easy. Yep, over top of the work mat, which is this. Use the two matching heart-shaped bottles to make the earrings. Select those and remove the cork stoppers. Select the ear hooks and attach them one at a time to the rings that are on top of each stopper. Make sure to attach them securely. Carefully fill each earring bottle with beads or colored sand, or both, in layers. Look at the pictures on the outside of the box for design ideas. When you are done filling the bottles, put the stoppers tightly back into each other. Okay, well, I'm not going to add the little jewels. I'm not going to add the fairies because I'm just not going to. But let's go on ahead and attach the jewelry pieces. Hello, Levi. How are you doing? It's going to be interesting. Well, that's cool. That would be great. That would be really great. I'm with you there. It doesn't suit you anymore. Well, that's a pretty good sized chain, guys. Look how long that chain is. That's decently long. That's nice. We don't need the extra rings because I'm not attaching the little dooflotchers. Okay, I see what these are. These are similar to the rings that you have on key rings, where you just spread them open. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't think he was bullying. He said he was going to change his name because he's tired of seeing the name. I mean, you know, I don't blame him for wanting to change that name. He got in trouble with you before about it, Mitchell. So you could take it easy on him. You can take it easy on Levi. Good job though, buddy. Good job for keeping watch. Thank you. You can take it easy on him now. Yeah, he's just tired of seeing the name. I mean, he doesn't want the name for his own profile, that's all. He's tired of seeing the name, so he's fine. But thank you very much for paying attention. It shows that you're on your toes. Trying to get it in there. I've kind of got my thumbnail stuck in it. Anyway, these rings are so very little. It looks like I'm going to be repainting my nails. Oh, no, you're fine, Mitchell. You're fine. I'm glad that you are, that you're paying attention. So now that you've got to use your authority on Levi, watch out for anybody who comes on the stream who talks nasty, who doesn't need to be talking nasty. Sometimes I get some really real idiots on the stream. Those are the ones we need to watch for the most. So just keep your eyes peeled for anybody who comes on who starts talking real ugly. You didn't let me down, pal, I promise. Okay, I got it into the cork. Now I've got to get the earring on it. They really wouldn't make very sturdy earrings, that's for sure. I might forget all about the jewelry anyway, not even bother with the chain. Maybe. Maybe. And just go on ahead and fill the bottles because that's a lot of task trying to get those rings on. So I'll just go on ahead and start filling up the little vials. Yep, that's right. And thank you very much for the thumbs up, Fifi. That's cool that you've got that 3-day weekend. How are you doing with your weight loss? Are you keeping up with your eating and everything? Hey, Julian. Now, is this my good buddy John Kerry 2005. So I'm going to make sure that you're not somebody else. Hello, Susie's. It's going pretty good. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of sand in this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people's ready to change their name. Michael Green, Levi's wanting to change his. Ain't nothing wrong with having changes. It's fairy dust jewelry. It's got 2 earrings, which is the hearts, and a necklace. I've got the chain and the earring pieces here, and 3 little fairies, which actually looks like a cupid, an angel, and a dancer. And I've got to fill the vials up and put the chains on and everything. Now, this is what the box looks like. That's what it's supposed to be an outcome of. So we'll see how it turns out with me doing it. Wow. Well, hey, still, even water rate isn't all that good, Mitchell. So once you get rid of the water gain, just think it'll start being the fat. And I think that's pretty good, buddy. You have to be feeling a little better, even to have that off. Okay, I'm going to add a few green beads. And put the stopper back on it so we don't have a major accident. Okay, so far I have got the green and the yellow in the bottom and the green beads. And I'm not making too bad of a mess, so that's alright. Well, I am so glad I'm inspiring you, pal. That's what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to be an inspiration to people. I done a live stream this morning, and you can catch it. You can go watch it. Now, it's over an hour long, but it shows where I walked, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. You can see what kind of a walk it was. Okay, I'm adding some pink sand. I kind of like playing with these little things, honestly. I know that they're crafts for kids, but they $5 a piece. It's not bad. Certainly. Go on ahead, bud. Well, that's kind of a mixture right there. I like frosted and metal flaked. Mostly like the teal blues, but I also like the purples and stuff, but it really has to be frosted or metal flaked. Orange and blue are cool. I'm not too keen on orange. I used to like green when I was a little girl, and that changed. Okay, I added blue beads. My favorite restaurant? Boy. Well, I like all kinds of restaurants. I like Chinese buffets real good. We've got a really good one here. I love it. Fast food. It's a cross between Burger King and McDonald's. Okay, I'm adding some blue sand. And that appears to be about all I can stick in this little vial. Okay, well, not too bad. I can do a little better, but that's not bad right there. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to go on ahead and put the stopper on it. Wow. I've never tried a Steak and Shake restaurant, but I've been to Chillicothe. I have. There's a restaurant in Chillicothe called Duff's. It's a smorgasbord, which is basically an eat all you can eat, whatever you want buffet. It's a great restaurant. I don't even know if they're still in business. Okay, so that's the finished piece right there. So I'm going to go on ahead and work on the next one. My favorite movie? I've got a lot of different movies. Let's see. Well, I like Wuthering Heights, which is also a book. And I like all kinds of movies. I like the Friday the 13th chain. And I love God's Not Dead. I really love that one. I do like Forrest Gump. How are you doing today, Nikki? And how's little Reagan? Okay, I am adding pink beads. Added quite a few there, that way those show. Boy, those are lovely. Okay, now I'm going to add some yellow sand on top. Okay. I'll add some blue sand on top, and then I'll add the beads. Okay. Now I'll add some green beads. Little guy snores, huh? But his teething is doing great. Okay, I added some green beads. That looks even better than the first one. I'm going ahead and put the cork on it. Look at that. That one looks really nice. I like that one better than the first one. Oh, I was born December 30th, and I'm not afraid to tell you my year. I was born in 1971. Okay, now we're going to work on the cylinder vial. This one is going to be fun. It's even bigger. So let's start with blue sand in the bottom. And we'll throw some pink beads on. No, buddy, I'm 46. I'm going to be 47 this December. You missed it by 10 years, pal. But that's okay. Okay, added some pink beads. Now I'm going to put some green beads in. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's similar to how I figure up people's age. Okay, I've added some green beads in there. I can imagine. He'll be over with before he knows it. Okay, I'm adding some yellow sand. I'm going to add some blue beads. That gets on there good. Looks like it snaps. Don't want to waste them. I might have to retape the tops on them. I'm going to add some pink sand. Okay, I'm going to put the cork on. Oh boy. Well, someday I'm going to get to meet Jesus, but here on earth, I would have loved to have met Sir Oliver Laurence Olivier. Sir Laurence Olivier. He passed away a few years ago, some years ago, but he was the main actor on Wuthering Heights, and I loved him. And now I would love to meet Hugh Jackman. Oh, that's okay. He done a whole lot of older movies. He was a very good actor, Laurence Olivier, and he was knighted. The Queen knighted him, so he became Sir Laurence Olivier. He was a very good actor, very good. Have you ever watched Clash of the Titans, the old one? The one that was made in the 70s. Have you ever watched that one? Clash of Titan? So here is the cylinder, and it is complete. Now, I'm the stupid one. I do not know Shane Dawson. Well, I was going to tell you, if you had watched Clash of the Titans, the one who plays as Zeus is Laurence Olivier. Oh, okay. Now, as far as it goes, a YouTuber, there is this gamer named John Wolf, and I would love to meet him. I love watching him play the games. He's good. I love it. That would be neat, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind meeting both the president and the first lady, honestly. That would make my day. Get to shake the hand of the man who's changing things for the better, and his partner. I wouldn't mind meeting Pence too. I have to say, the second earring and the vial are my two favorites. I didn't do so good on this one, but I was just testing the waters. I don't know, I guess it doesn't look too bad. Not really. Pence, he's vice president. He's the one that's helping Trump out. Well, you know, I've never been able to really know what a vice president does, but I do know that if something happens to the president, the vice president gets in office. Okay, I'm putting the ring on the second earring so I can put the hoops on. Okay, I got that. I'll tell you what, another crazy thing that YouTube is doing, even though I'm getting thumbs up for my videos, it's not showing it. Okay, I'm getting the hoop, the ring, on the cylinder now. Okay. As I said, I'm not adding the fairies. Okay, now I'm going to add the hoops. Honestly, I don't even see a 6-year-old doing these. Well, shit. Thank you very much. Now that's something I learned. Thank you, Nikki. See, that's something I really never knew. I knew that they get in office if something happens to the president, but I never knew exactly what else they done. I dropped it. Excuse me a moment here. Alright, now I'm going to attempt this again. Very, very tiny rings. I'm glad I've got nails. No. No, President Trump was never a vice president. It's only during the 8-year or 4-year term that the vice president is there. Obama was done with his 8-year term, and so they needed a brand new president, and that's where Trump came in. And Trump chose Pence to be his right-hand man. Now, when Trump is finished with his presidency, if he just does 4 years or if he goes in for a second term, Pence may not become president after his 8 years or 4 years, unless he chooses to run. He only gets to become president by default if it happens that Trump ends up getting out of the office. Oh, that's okay. You're still learning. Alright, I have got one earring complete. I've got the hook on, and there we have it. There's the first earring. Now for me to attempt to put this one on. Hopefully it'll go even smoother. No, Obama was never a vice. He was a senator, though, if I remember correctly, which I didn't know anything about him until he ran for president for 2008. But I think he was once a senator for Illinois. Okay, I got this one on now. Okay, there's the two earrings. It's complete. Okay, now I am going to put the necklace together. Okay. All right. That's what the two rings are for. Hello, Amy. It is so great to see you. We are working on a craft today. I'm not coloring a page, I'm working on a craft. It's just a little bit tedious. It's supposed to be for like 6-year-olds and up, but I don't see a 6-year-old doing it, honestly. It's not that easy. I don't want to lose that. Come on. Get there, get there, get there. Pardon me just a moment, y'all. I don't know why that they couldn't have already had the jewelry on. That doesn't make much sense. Doesn't make sense at all. I mean, they really wanted them to make these. Get it further up on there. Almost would need tweezers, pointed nose tweezers to work them. Alright, I got that on. I'll catch up here with the chat in a second. Okay. Hello, Gums. How are you? Let's see. Mom said Bush was when I was born, but I don't want to talk about government stuff. Yeah, we're not talking about that stuff that way. I am doing pretty good, Gums. Thank you. Really? I guess then I am just a little bit too old to do this stuff. I don't know, maybe it's the little fingers, right? I think the only advantage I have is the fact I've got nails. I might wear this maybe for one day for the heck of it. Maybe. I mean, it is definitely cheap costume. It wouldn't make it in a shower or anything. Okay, I am now connecting the eye for the necklace. Boy, that sure is an itty bitty little hole. Alright, I got it. I believe that's actually plastic. That's not metal. It's actual plastic. But now for the fun part, I've got to attach the cylinder to it. Oh boy. Yeah, I do. That's how they've got this. That's how they've got this set up. You've even got to apply the chain and everything, fix the chain up and everything. I don't get it. Okay, make sure the cork is on very good. Shoot, I might become a professional jewelry maker after this. Well, I sure don't want to do that. But now that might actually be, no, that would turn around and take it off. We don't want that to happen. Let's get that back on there. Originally, I wasn't even going to attach the jewelry, but I got thinking, well, I could go on ahead and bother and get that. All right, here. Oh, wow, that works. The little eye that screws into the cork came out. That's good. Now I'll have to screw the little eye back. Hooking this onto the chain is just a little bit trickier. Oh boy. Come on here. Just a little. Not too bad. I'm wanting it to be centered though. I like centered. Yeah. keeps trying to slide off my nail before I get the chain into it. This is the biggest nuisance of all. Everything else worked fine. Come on, get on there. I'm not trying to ignore yins. Just give me a little bit of time here. Well, come on. Be a little bit more cooperative, please. Thank you. I got it, y'all. Alright, now I gotta get this little eye screwed back onto the cork. Probably wouldn't hurt to actually add some glue to it. I guarantee you that will not stay in the cork like that. Alright, gang, we have got it. So there is our necklace. Somewhat of a pain in the bottom, but I got it. There we go. Okay. And like I said, I'm not adding the fairies. So that completes that. Now for me to scroll back up here and see what I've missed. Paparazzi jewelry? No. Huh. Nope, I've never heard of it. I wouldn't mind making other jewelry pieces, but I think I would rather like make the jewelry that's more adult-like. Cool. Yeah, I've got 2 more crafts here that we're going to be doing probably in the next 2 weeks. I reckon I'll like do them on the Fridays. They're both similar to the Shrinky Dinks. If you remember the Shrinky Dinks back in the older days, they're similar to that. One is outer space and the other is animals or something like that. Yeah, I don't know if those you put in the oven or not. I'll have to read the instructions. More than likely either that or you use a blow dryer on them. I'll find out when I go to start those. But anyway, that's this project. I got that done. I've already got sand from the water candles I made, which I still have to throw away. I've never thrown away the box yet, but I made this a couple weeks ago. Now I've got those sitting on the mantle. They're cute, and I'm not even going to try to burn them. Yeah, those candles are really cute, and they were hard to make. The thing about these projects that you get from the Family Dollar is they're all so little, just so little. There's nothing large about them. I would actually be afraid of kids making them. I can tell I really didn't use any of the pink beads. I like those beads. Yeah. Brian! Well, better late than never, right? So I'll show you what I done. I created these, and they're already completed. I had to put the rings on and the jewelry pieces on. And they came with fairies. Like, this looks like a little cupid. I mean, they're supposed to be fairies, but they don't look like fairies. And this looks more like an angel. And this looks like a dancer. And I wasn't going to apply those. And after I went through what I did to put on the jewelry pieces, I ain't about to. I had to put these earrings together like that. And this necklace. I had to do that. But the vials look nice. I added sand and beads. So they look pretty cool. I'm going to sell them for 25 cents a piece to my downstairs neighbors. There's 2 little girls that lives downstairs. I probably won't sell them though. Buddy, I wish you would move here. There is job opportunities, and like I showed you, there's shelters that you can stay in until you get on your feet, and there's not all that many abandoned places for you to explore, but there's other things that you can get into. I would love to see you get out of Illinois, honestly, because I know that's a ragtag town that I'm glad people's getting out of it. I want to see you to be one of them, just for the better of you. If it all really works out for you to get here, I do believe you would love it here in Waco. I do. I mean, the jobs is crazy. The jobs, seriously. And everywhere you look, there is a sign, hiring. I know. Just think about it. Only 5,000 steps. I mean, think about that, Amy. The one who lives close to me is literally on my back door. She's just 2 streets down, and I can walk to her house, and it's just a little over 5,000 steps. I used my Fitbit and timed it. Just a little over 5,000 steps to a fellow YouTuber. Yeah. And it happens that she's wanting to do the zoo. There's a zoo here, and she's wanting to do it. Right now her hips are bothering her. But I told her that when she's up to it, me and her can collab together on that zoo, because I've been wanting to do that zoo too. I would love to do that zoo. It would be another part of my great walks that I am needing to do so badly. In a couple weeks is mine and my husband's anniversary, and where we're going is a couple places I'm going to be able to do some videos, so I look forward to that. I like zoos in general. I have been to the Columbus, Ohio Zoo and the San Antonio, Texas Zoo. And I've not been to the Waco Zoo yet, but I really, really want to go to it. Now, the Waco Zoo is at the park where I'm at walking today. I done a live stream on my walk at the park, so you can catch that, what I done today. It's over an hour long, but the scenery is beautiful. The walk was awesome. and it's beautiful just looking at it. Wow. Well, this is my second husband, and we're going on 2 years. We was married October 15th of 2016. Oh, that's okay, Brian. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. That's a long time. Me and my first husband was born in 91. My daughter was born in 91. We got pregnant out of wedlock and we married like 3 months later. I would say there are, Brian. I don't know very many people here, though. I've only lived here since 2016, and I really don't socialize that much here. So you'll just have to do your own socializing and get to know folks. Oh, wow, Amy. I can't imagine being pregnant at 13. Hello, Eric. How are you? Yeah, I was 19 when I had my daughter. Got pregnant at 18. Actually, I was 19 when I got pregnant. No, I was 18. And 5 days later was my birthday and I turned 19. Awesome. Glad to hear you're doing good. I would still be with my first husband if he didn't do things that I couldn't live with. I never could trust him. He was a liar. Yeah, I'm still to watch your video about that. You done a live stream on that, right? Talking about it, how that you was busted. I'm still yet to watch on that. I'm also needing to watch Kylie's video. I missed his too. So I've got a couple that I've got to catch up on. Wow. It makes it easy to remember that way. Sitting here peeling my polish now. Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm picking on my nails. I had to use my nails to fix the jewelry up here on the little projects. And there's itty bitty little rings on there that I had to split. So I was using my nails and it kind of messed up my polish. So now I'm just chipping away on the polish. Wouldn't it be sad though, like either forget your birthday or forget the anniversary? And forget your birthday, might as well forget the anniversary. Wow. You moved on ahead pretty good there, Amy. But yeah, I'll try to be sure to catch your last video, Brian. I've got to finish cleaning up the kitchen and folding clothes. I'll try to catch those videos before I settle down with my cat. Well, you know what? It can be true, right? My daughter was my Christmas gift. I got pregnant with her on Christmas Day. In 1990, I got pregnant with her on Christmas Day. The only time me and my ex was together before we got married. And believe it or not, I managed to get knocked up that one time. The polish actually becomes loose, Brian. And so what happens, like when we do dishes and stuff, the polish becomes loose and it chips on its own. And so we just kind of start picking away at it since it's already peeling off. I try not to touch my polish until it starts to do that. When it starts to do that, then I go on ahead and work on it. And it makes it easier to clean the nails off so that we can repaint them. Well, then slow down, Eric. You don't like cut hair? My dad never liked me to have my hair cut. Mom would just trim an inch off. My hair actually used to be down to my waist. And Mom would just trim an inch for the health. And my dad would throw a hissy fit. So I didn't cut my hair until after I got married. And I'd been married for like, I don't know, maybe about 6-7 years, and finally I cut my hair all off. And it's not been long since. Oh, well. For me, my hair is extremely thick and wavy, has a whole lot of volume to it. So when it's long, it tangles up really easy and it's hard to maintain. So it's better that I keep it shorter. Oh, a 1967 baby. Okay. Well, I can understand that. The really sad thing is, for a lot of women with long hair, if they've got tons of body, it's very hard to keep up with it. It's hard to keep clean. It's hard to brush out. Yeah, for me, myself, I'm not too keen on guys that's got long hair. There's a certain length that I don't mind, but when it gets to another length, then I think it's a little bit outrageous. Okay, new subject. We do not want any explosions today. This has been a great stream. So new subject, get off the hair. Everybody's got their own opinions about the hair anyway. Seriously, they do. Everybody does. So we'll talk about a new subject. So yeah, Brian, I'm busy picking off the polish just because when I was putting those rings on, the rings screwed up my polish and started to peel the polish. So I'm just kind of working it myself. I wouldn't have even bothered with it. I've never watched Legends of the Fall, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But let's see, what was he on? On Troy, he had shoulder length hair. You certainly don't want to be grabbed when you're out there exploring, do you, Brian? That wouldn't be too fun. I always thought he was a little bit too snooty. I never was big on Brad Pitt. I always thought he was a little bit too snooty. But that was my own opinion. I reckon a lot of people likes him. I think Tom Cruise is a little bit too snooty too. Guess in a way it's a good thing you didn't. You'd be in jail serving time. So what plans have you and Carmen come up with to get you here? I mean, it would be absolutely awesome for you to get to come here. So what you and Carmen coming up with? What's y'all's plan? Yeah, Keanu is alright. He is. He's okay. I think he's a lot better now that he's more mature. Awesome. That is terrific. That sounds great. Yeah, he does seem to be down to earth. He really does. I do not think I'm going to keep the sand. I'll go on ahead and throw it away because I've got the sand from the other project. So I'll throw this sand away. That cloth did come in handy to catch the mess though. And that worked. But I am keeping these beads. And I've got to tape those up. Make sure that the lids don't pop off. I like those. All right, Amy. Thank you so much for joining. Honestly, it would be, Brian. It would be. Coming here to Texas would be a great breeze. Shoot, if you take the bus, I can come get you at the bus station. All right, Amy. Yep, I could get you at the bus station and take you to Carmen's house. I guess that's kind of got you a little excited knowing that there's a job possibility, huh? And if one job possibility would fail, there are so many more to go around here. You could go knocking on every one of their doors and one of them would hire you for sure. Well, I don't know where any of the shelters are, but it would be great for you to go to Carmen's and get to meet her face to face, and then, who knows, figure it out from there about the shelter, because I don't know where they're located. I know that they're here because I looked them up. I just don't know where they're located. I think I've got an idea of where one is because I looked on the map and I think I know where it's at. But of course you have to know which one sounded the best to you, which shelter sounded the best. I guess that's what that is that I see there on the screen. The old paint. My mother-in-law would love for me to do a painting of me holding Miss Catherine. So I reckon like hubby's gonna do a picture of me and Catherine, and then I'll be able to paint that. So that's going to be interesting for me to get into that project right there. Boy, that sounds yummy. I've never tried wrapped asparagus. I've tried it, but I've not tried it with bacon. I've not tried it wrapped with bacon. It sounds good. I don't exactly know what I'm going to eat yet. I'm not quite hungry enough to eat. It's starting to hit, but I'm not quite hungry enough yet. It's 5:03. I wouldn't even know where I'd want to walk unless I'd walk to McDonald's, have me some nuggets and a frappe. That would be good. I don't know. And just fix myself something here. I'll be deciding that. And the good thing about McDonald's, it's not that far away at all. I kind of like living here where I'm able to walk wherever I need to go. And that's how it is the majority of places around here, Brian. Wherever you may go, the majority of places, you can walk right where you need to go. Groceries, restaurant, whatever. Most every place you can literally walk wherever you may move to. And that also will help you save some so that eventually you can get yourself a car. It's very seldom I see any hateful person around here. People I don't even know, but they're kind. People are kind here. The atmosphere is wonderful. You can come into Waco and you just almost feel a relaxed setting. The atmosphere isn't tight, it's not like stressful or anything. It's relaxed. The only thing that I've got any complaints about is how the traffic gets sometimes, because they get into a rush, and then you have to be able to maneuver rush hour and everything, but other than that, it is so nice. Really. Yeah, you'll be able to let your defense down a little bit more here in Waco. You will. You might actually be able to kind of take a deep breath and release it all, you know. I mean, I love it here. When I moved to Texas with my husband in 2014, we lived in Houston. And Houston is busy. So busy. And the atmosphere was a little tight, but a lot of places in Houston is also poor. But the atmosphere, I mean, it was okay, but it was just so busy. And his parents lives here, and we visited the first time I'd ever been to Waco, and it felt so peaceful. And I told him, I said, I could live here. And then 2 years later, we moved here. And I have loved it since. Yeah, it's busy, but for what? I see the traffic, these places that you visit, and there's so much traffic, and I'm wondering, what are they doing there? Where are they going? There's nothing to go to. It sounds like it. Well, there's some nutty people here in Waco, too, but you don't see it very often. On the whole part, you really don't see it. In all reality, out of the places that I have lived, I think Waco is about the best place I've ever lived. I liked where I was at in Kentucky, but it was a very poor area and so far behind on technology. But it was also a rural area. It just out in the boondocks, so to speak. But here, I mean, this is definitely a business area. It's a business state or a business city. But at the same time, it doesn't feel as rushed as most other places that you'd see. Just mostly when people's getting out of work and when school's out, stuff like that. That's when it really becomes busy, but it's not bad. It's doable. It's definitely doable. Oh my. Didn't do him any good to get his nuts cut off. He's a still wildcat, isn't he? I hope he gets better. Cats can always get themselves in cahoots somehow. Especially when they're outdoor cats. It's crazy what they get into. Yep. Well, it looks like my stream has come down to just one. It shows 2 watching, but I think the second one is actually me because I'm watching the live chat on my tablet. So I got the project done and the stream has been awesome. Ended up with pretty good traffic today, and that's a first in quite a few streams. So I'm tickled about that. So I'm going to go on ahead and say bye, Brian, and I am so glad to know that Carmen's getting ready to help you out here. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say we'll go on ahead and close this down. But I hope it works out for you to get here, pal. That would be so awesome. It would be so awesome. And it should really work out to be a great relief to you to finally be in a better environment where you can actually get a job. All right. Love you, Brian. Have a great day, buddy.